That was awful.
I think that was almost.
I think
I have been probed.
The addition of the scream made it a lot better than it would have been normally.
That's what happens when you climax at the start of your podcast. Welcome, everybody, to the Too Soon Podcast, episode 11, featuring Trey coming.
Yeah, you ever put a phone in your butt?
That's what happens.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm sure your dog did at this point.
I'm just asking for a friend.
Your dog's a kinky bastard that takes all your toys
Just
from your
asking
little
for a
office and
friend.
starts fucking around. But I am the first member of the Too
No,
Soon
you're not.
Podcast, depending on
Nah,
what
I was the
perspective you
first
look at
member.
it. I mean, you're more like the third.
I don't know about that.
Anyways,
I think
I'm
we're both the
one of the.
first.
You and I.
Yeah.
So we're half.
Don't math this.
Don't math it.
math
We're
this.
both
So
saying
anyways,
you know you're bad at
My
math.
name is Trenton. This week, as always, I'm joined by Oric,
No.
Liam,
Definitely not me.
and Trey. Any day now.
I made my introduction, all right?
Yeah, I mean, we already knew he was here.
Is that not enough?
Man, we
Do you
get
need me to come
together.
again?
We get together every week. We record a little show where we talk about nerd shit, video game shit, other shit, and today maybe some frog shit.
Yeah, for some reason you got like
Yeah,
frogs on the mind.
What's
so
the
I
deal
don't
with
know what's
frogs
going on.
today?
I don't know. I just thought about the children's book Froggy. Anybody remember that? Those
No.
books from when
You
we were
mean
kids?
everybody poops?
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
know
like a
everybody
series of
poops.
children's books about a character named Froggy.
Everybody poops.
And the big gimmick of the childhood book, or the children's books, that series was the mom would always bitch at the kid,
And
like the
poop.
frog kid.
I bet she pooped.
And
The
I mean,
frog
frogs
kid.
poop.
Wait,
So
so was it a
Wait,
kid
so
that
was
was a
human
frog, or was
mom
it a
with a
frog?
kid?
They
was
they
a
were
child.
they were anthropomorphic
okay.
frogs.
Okay.
You know, it's because it's a kid's book. So like the whole idea is that like it's a kid that's just growing up and like getting scolded by his parents. So like every time the kid would do something, Froggy was a character. The mom would be like Froggy, and that's like how the teachers would read the book, like in character, because you know that's how you read children's books to kids.
Why the fuck are you thinking of that?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
So it'd be like Froggy, and then the Froggy kid would be like what, and then the mom would then bitch.
Sounds like an awful fucking.
Yeah, it sounds like a terrible book.
I was in kindergarten, and I just remember the Froggy part. So
All right, well, tell us what you know about frogs.
Alejandro
frogs.
was one.
No,
give me some
it's
hot
Gary.
knowledge.
Gary's a frog, you idiot.
Sorry,
It's not even anything that anyone will understand except me.
Mitch is a frog.
Nope.
No.
People don't even know Mitch.
Yeah,
Gary
they'll never
Busey?
know Mitch.
All right, Gary Busey. That's people know Gary Busey.
He's a
I
frog.
don't know Gary Busey.
You
I don't
heard
know,
it here
well, in
first.
Florida.
You heard
Gary
me.
Busey's a frog. I don't know.
Breaking news.
Question mark.
Breaking news.
That'll be like the fucking clickbait title for this one.
Clickbait
Gary
title for
Busey's
this
a frog?
podcast.
Question mark, exclamation point, question mark?
Everything's got to be in
Hashtag
caps
too
too.
soon.
Yeah.
Frog swamp. Drain the swamp.
We're in the swamp.
Well,
Of frogs.
one thing that we do know, some little bit of celebrity gossip here, is Brendan Fraser invented orange juice.
Brendan Fraser did invent orange juice.
What?
And if you don't know
Did
that, then you don't know some
Did it, guys.
basic knowledge.
He did it.
Yeah, we kind of decided that a while ago.
Yeah, that had to be over a year ago.
We need Alex on the podcast to discuss his lore. Cause
To discuss the lore of Brendan Fraser.
I don't.
Well, if you
I
guys
don't
want to
remember
bring
what
some people
started
over
that
to your places,
conversation.
we can do it. Bring some men over to your houses.
Well, actually,
and
I
make
was
them guess.
because you seemed obsessed for the first few episodes of having like an anime thing. I have a lot of friends that are obsessed with anime that would just like replace me for an episode. But I'm not currently home. I'm in different home, so they're not
Well,
here.
maybe I'll bring up the next episode of Quick Anime Fights whenever you got one of
No,
your
you
anime boys
can't
on.
Tell us when it's gonna happen.
It has to
Well,
be
I said
random.
might.
You could also
There is
tell
no-
us and
there's
then
no guarantee.
surprise them.
Has to be
Nah.
random.
Gotta be random.
I mean, that episode, I will not be present. Either I will be physically present but mentally unpresent, or just
Unpresent.
not present. There should be unpresent should be a thing.
So how would you guys
Hashtag
think about
unpresent
if
is
we
a
ever
word.
did some special episodes where it's just 2 out of the 4 people here and we do interviews of each other? How would you guys think of that?
Soon?
I mean, I'm not saying right now, but in the future.
Too soon?
Podcast?
Would it be
Follow
spelled
us on
TWO soon podcast?
I think that'd be a cool idea. Mix it up.
TWO.
Maybe not make it like real episodes. I mean, we could, or just like do it on the YouTube channel as like an extra thing one week.
Well, I mean, eventually, if people like give a shit about us, then
People
maybe
follow us on Twitter at Too Soon Podcast.
11 episodes in, and we
And
are
then- here's
still
what we could do.
underappreciated.
You follow us. You put questions on the Twitter because I don't know how this shit works, but you
That's the kind of the point of the Twitter.
You make questions, and then we interview each other with your questions. We pick individually. We will pick the questions.
Or you
How's
can
that
just tweet
sound?
us questions and we'll answer them on the podcast. That
is-
worked
yeah.
too.
Or letters.
Well, eventually, who knows?
We'll get a PO box.
It's all
you
up
can
in the
mail us
air.
letters.
So
Don't be afraid to send a carrier pigeon.
yeah.
Also,
pigeon-
if your dog humps pigs, let us know.
yeah, let us know.
My dog
we
will
have
watch your dog
special
hump its
connections.
Dog pig porn.
So I want to kind of
Is
get
that
back to the
tucking?
frog thing because it's kind of stuck in my mind.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
will you
retarded.
will you please explain how one of your friends that you've known for a while that you play games with and you know in real life is a frog?
I mean, can I explain it? Not really. It just kind
Well,
of.
can you give us into a little bit of insight into your friend's life
Well,
about him
all
being
I
a frog and the
remember-
struggles he deals with?
It started back in high school. It all started back in high school, where all we did was sit in the library and talk about bullshit for whenever we didn't have work, which was a
Like
lot. 'cause high
everyone
school's
did
a
in
joke.
high school.
What?
Which is what everyone did in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing Trey did, but instead of bullshit, it was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, we were cool.
Trey,
No, we
can you
weren't.
comment?
Fuck you.
Okay. Anyways,
There's nothing wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know. I
So
wasn't
why'd you bring it
there.
up?
I wanted you to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for the development or Gary's frog development, but one day one of my friends
When
just
his mutant gene
decided
activated.
that not even Gary's not really a frog. Here's the history.
Wait, what?
Thanks for letting us.
I mean, we say Gary's a frog, but he's not really a frog, and here's how we'll explain. Or I will explain. Frank, my other friend, just decided to blurt out the words, "Gary, your mom is a frog." And then that turned into a whole thing of, well, if Gary's mom is a frog, then why isn't he a frog? And
That's a great
then
question.
the science that we researched, we found out that it skips a generation. So Gary and his sister are not frogs, but his parents are both frogs. Mostly his mom for some reason. His dad doesn't
Oh,
really
he says
come
that.
into the picture. It doesn't matter, I guess. And so because it skips a generation, it means that Gary's children will be tadpoles.
Oh.
Wait, so when he nuts, does he come
makes
tadpoles then?
Look, I'm not in his personal life that much. I don't know what his cum looks like, to be honest. And I
probably
don't
tadpoles.
All
care.
coming
It's
together
just
now,
one. It's just one sperm. It's just one
Just
big
one
one.
tadpole. Just one
Like it already,
oversized
he
tadpole.
comes, it has legs already.
No, the legs come later. Have you ever
Yeah,
seen
no,
a
have you
frog
ever seen a
develop? Come
tadpole?
on.
Well, no, like think about it this way: the tadpoles.
He's not an
if
advanced
he-
frog. He's just a humanoid frog.
right? But his balls are like a gestation period for the tadpole. So if he doesn't come enough, like masturbate enough frequently, like the tadpoles will start growing in his nuts.
No,
It's blue.
I
It's
don't
instead
think
of
you
blue
can-
balls, it's like blue
Yeah,
legs.
That's
I
not
don't
how
think
it
that's how it
works.
Blue frog legs coming out of
The
your dick.
logistics of Gary's frog sperm is very important to the context
Okay, we're
of the
gonna have to
story.
get Gary on so we could.
I'm glad we mark
plead his
every
case.
episode explicit, so I can talk about frog cum.
So that kind of gives you an insight to my high school experience and why I go to a liberal arts college now.
Frog cum
For
facts
frog
with your
cum.
pal Orc.
So that's
So-
the history of Gary's frogness. I'm sure there are more.
So all these
details
years
that I'm
later,
forgetting,
he's still a
but-
frog.
Yeah, I mean
Well-
now he's like full frogage. Like his Discord server, if any of you have been added to it, picture of a frog. His Discord image is a frog. Most of his like online names are Ribbit and some other form of Ribbit.
Nice. Wish I was a frog.
I mean, all you
I
need
don't
to
know
do is
if
get
I wanna be a
Frank to
frog.
tell you that your mom's a frog, and then I guess it'll happen.
Well, you're better than a frog, Liam.
but
You're
then-
the guy
then I
who will
wouldn't be
send
a frog.
people
Like-
pictures of his dog.
My kids would be a frog.
Well, yeah, but do you really want to be a frog?
I don't know. I think frogs
Alright.
got it made.
Think
Well,
about.
Trey,
I don't know about that. They got to worry about a lot of predators, snapping turtles, birds, and shit.
You know what this makes me think of, Trey?
What?
Sue you for My Hero,
Oh, the frog girl.
because she's a frog girl. She's a character from a manga / anime that's really popular right now, My Hero Academia.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm sure Trey will put a picture of Kawaii Frog Girl in the link
I'm
dump.
sure
I
he
have
won't. I'm sure we'll forget that we even talked about
I have
frogs.
Mitch make a picture.
Just have Mr. Draw
Ooh.
a picture.
Fat material.
So
as
we've
far
covered
as life goes,
Gary's frog, Brendan Fraser's invention of orange juice, Gary
Yeah.
Busey's also a frog?
I guess.
Gary
Is that
Busey's
what we
related to
said?
Gary.
No, he's
Yeah.
he's a frog? Question mark.
Okay, so
Exclamation
that's
point?
the rumor.
Yeah.
That's unconfirmed. Gary, my friend, is confirmed frog human. But
And it is confirmed that
He's a frog descendant.
Brendan Fraser invented orange juice.
yeah, that's absolutely 100% fact.
hmm
I don't know.
And if
I
you
can
don't know
do
that, now you know.
Yeah. If you don't know, now you know. Wasn't going to say the last part.
I was about to say. Well,
The
we're-
Too Soon podcast is a
up.
very strong advocate of not being prepared for anything in life. So
and also not saying words that you shouldn't say on a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say I'm off the podcast, but
Yo, that's racist.
I mean, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah, just saying a sound isn't racist.
Yeah, it
You
is.
sure about
It's the
that?
thoughts and actions that are racist, and speech.
Trey,
I
have we
wouldn't
talked
consider
about
much of an action.
your boss's wife touching your butt before on the show?
Heyo. Now we're
Hey,
gonna.
yo. Yeah, now you gotta tell the story. Can't just
Mhm.
bring it up.
She slapped my ass when she was drunk.
At work, right?
Yeah.
Wait, she
How
was
old were
drunk
you?
at work?
How old was I? Fuck, I
What are you
don't
working?
How old were
Rooster
you?
Teeth?
Were you 18 yet when this happened?
know. I think so.
Child
Okay.
He was actually
molestation.
9.
Yeah, I was 9 years old.
Working as a waiter in the
I
Mexican
don't like
restaurant.
talking about it.
Hola, senor.
Where
You
did
like
they touch
chip?
you on this doll? Point on this doll.
Point on the doll.
She hit
So you never even told me, or at least you probably have. I just forgot. Is your wife's? Is your
Is
wife?
my wife-
Is
You're
your
married? Holy
You're married?
shit!
Holy fuck.
is your boss's wife attractive?
No.
I
She's
didn't
like
think
62.
Heyo.
so.
Ayo.
prime
Age
age.
is just a number. At least you can't get her preggers, probably.
No, you can still get her preggers, probably.
I don't know. When is the average age for women to lose their eggs?
Well, it depends if they're
I
a
wouldn't
frog.
know.
Frogs lose their eggs later in life.
I'm just talking about frogs.
What the fuck is this episode?
Yeah, this podcast is already
It's-
off to a great start.
It's a return to form. We've been too much on the game shit, yo.
That's
We did
true.
one episode of game shit.
No,
Last
the week
episode.
before that, we also did that too.
We did.
We did
Yeah,
a
we did.
little.
We had
Yeah.
we had like a pre E3 like dick tip tease on
Enough,
gaming.
though.
Should we talk about how we fucked up last week's episode a little bit?
Yeah,
How
that was
Trenton
kinda
fucked
funny.
up
Yeah,
last
it-
week's episode?
Yeah, we had some bad scheduling
How
issues.
Trenton, not we?
Well, it started
Ooh.
where it was like Trenton couldn't go on Wednesday, then Liam couldn't
Well,
go on Thursday.
That wasn't really a fuck up. That was just mainly us being lazy.
I know, and well, not really. It was just shitty scheduling.
A combination of scheduling
And then
issues.
Trey
Yeah.
couldn't go on the next day. May I point out, I was available every day.
No, I thought you were the one that made us not be able to do it Wednesday.
No, I was fine.
It was Trey originally.
I thought it was you
true.
originally.
It was me and Trey that day.
All right.
You
well,
blame
then-
me first, little shit.
Well, you're the one who said it first.
Like,
That's why I say you were the first
literally-
one.
I'm
Because
just
you're the one that,
at
like,
a
yeah, you should
beach
tell them in
house,
the
not
chat.
doing anything. So
Oh, look at me. My name is.
But
Zora.
regardless, we ended up
At a
recording the
beach
show
house, not doing
later.
shit.
I'll
We
point
ended up
out I
recording it
don't
later than
own
we
this
usually
beach
do.
house.
Oh, look at me. I don't own this beach
And-
yet, but I'm living there.
So we end up having some issues where because once we finish editing the show full, I keep fucking hitting my goddamn pop filter with my hat I have
Fucking
on.
Take off
Why
the
are you wearing a hat
hat.
inside?
Strip.
Because I had it on before I got into the podcast and just haven't taken it
Why'd
off.
you have it on
Now,
inside?
now is the perfect opportunity to take off your
oh,
hat.
No, I'm gonna leave it on.
Who wears a hat
but
on
anyways,
inside?
Me at this
KKK
moment.
probably.
Why?
Yeah, the
'Cause I
clone
had it on
probably puts
earlier.
their hats
Why
on
though?
inside.
Because I was outside.
What
So,
are you doing
I was
outside?
outside and I'm not wearing a hat.
I had
New
to go
rumor:
somewhere.
Trent Diana is a hat.
Trenton is a hat. You heard it here first.
He can't take off his hat because that's his soul.
He can take off his body though.
Because that's my
Yeah, because his
fish.
body is just like a,
That's
it's a shell for his hat.
Yeah, that's basically his version of a hat. It's an under hat.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I like this. I like this.
We could also talk about the caterpillar villa.
Oh yeah, there's kill at the
I didn't even
Capitol
explain
Hill.
what happened.
Oh,
You
yeah.
brought it up, Orc.
Well, I'm just fishing around for.
But so basically, because of the scheduling issues, we recorded later, and the show was supposed to be uploaded roughly the same day, and it was, but due to the fact that our podcasting hosting site doesn't like it whenever you try uploading and then publishing within like a few hours of each other.
Did you say
Some shit got fucked up.
podcasting, or am I not listening?
I think you're not listening.
Okay.
Thanks,
Please,
Orc.
go on.
So what happened is because I uploaded all this stuff for the podcast a little bit later in the day, and then I tried publishing it that same night, I didn't give our hosting site enough time to properly process everything. So if some shit got fucked up some places and got uploaded and taken down back and forth, by Sunday everything was fixed. But just so you guys know, in the future, if you see shit like that happening, it probably won't, because in the future, if we're recording late, I'm probably just gonna, as a rule of thumb, just release it the next day. So if we ever miss Saturday, expect it Sunday, pretty much. But
And-
we'll update you guys on the social media
Yeah,
if that
check the
happens
Twitter
in the
at
future.
Too Soon Podcast. Follow us, please.
So
It'll be pretty rare
everything's
for us to
fixed?
upload late again, but yeah.
Any
But
reason
it
why
will
there's
happen
no
eventually.
links in the video?
Do what?
Any reason why there's no links in the video?
Because I haven't done it yet. Is there any reason why you can't log into the YouTube and just
Because
add
I
it
don't
yourself?
have the fucking info.
The info's the
I can
same
give it
for
to you.
everything.
What is it? You've never
Yeah,
given it to
all
me.
It's
all of it's in the crew chat. Don't say it on the damn
no,
podcast.
I'm just gonna drop our password. I'm saying
Hey,
it's in
log
the crew
into
chat.
our podcast email, and that way
Yeah.
you can send us an email through our own address.
Send us an email from our email. You think I'm retarded? I'm not
Dying to
gonna
ask
fucking
us the
say
question,
goddamn
here's our
password.
password.
Yeah, so
Like that time Oric said
that's how you
his
log
his
it in.
old school email on the podcast, and I used a beep to
Yeah.
censor it out.
Oh, did you really?
What did
Yeah.
I say?
Nice.
You said beep.
Well, I mean, what
Your
was it?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I said my old email address, which was pretty much the same as my new email address. Yeah, okay. I remember now.
I remember I said my phone number, but somebody took it out.
because what if, like, I don't know, some Russian guy tries to get into your GTA Online account or something? You know how crazy that'd be?
Yeah, that'll never happen.
That would be crazy.
The reason he references this is because
I don't
it
think we've been
happened.
told anybody. Yeah, I don't think we even mentioned that on the show yet.
Yeah, now-
So how'd that happen, Trey?
I don't fucking know. They got my account.
So some Russian dude knows your password.
He knew it. Not anymore.
So did you change it for everything?
Yeah, but it wasn't the same. My GTA was different.
Well, now
So some Russian dude
your
got a
name
hold of
is
your
D
GTA Online
Dark
account and
Marmot
changed it.
instead of
Yeah,
Tracy.
D-Dark Marmot.
So if you want to look up Trey on Rockstar's social club, look up that
D-Dark Marmot.
D-Dark Marmot, because that's like the coolest name. Russians must love marmots
Yeah.
or something.
And Russian
is that
guys,
like
if you're
their?
listening,
Is that like the
fuck
fucking
you.
country animal or some shit? Like
'Cause
we got
we know you're
bald eagle, they
listening.
got a fucking marmot.
What is a marmot?
It's like a weasel thing.
Yeah, it sounds like a rodent.
So I was taking a break from GTA Online involuntarily during that. So
Hey, you got banned,
how did you
didn't
take? So how did you get back into the account? By the way, like after it was gone.
Through my email.
So the guy didn't like.
So the guy's a
Change it,
shitty
you know what I think?
hacker.
Yeah,
He's
when I went to
successful,
my-
but
when I went to
dumb.
my email,
So
there was
so he did have to work.
when I got to my email, there was a link to change the password, and I was like, "Oh shit! All right, I'll just do that." I
Okay.
changed it to something really hard.
Cool.
Nice.
You want to tell us?
No.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh fuck you.
Spell it out.
D-Dark Marmot
Make sure to
password.
include the caps and all that stuff, because I
Yeah.
don't want
I don't have to
Yeah.
guess the.
to. Yeah, I don't want to have to go through all the different letter combinations. Also,
Nah, you
yeah,
gotta
it's
guess.
kind of crazy.
Ooh, actually, I do have something I kind of want to mention that I just thought about.
Ooh.
So it goes to our classic favorite series, Pokemon. At least we all have some exposure to it, though.
Hey, I'm
Pokemon
playing
Go is my
Pokemon.
only exposure.
Yeah, well, the reason why I brought it up is I finally, after I think like 6 or 7 months, I finally finished Pokemon Sun a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Like a
playing
week
that
ago.
right now.
I finished Pokemon Sun, and then I started playing Pokemon Moon finally because I wanted to have both versions complete just to be able to finish the Pokedex and all that stuff. But yeah, now I can finally give my opinions on the latest generation of Pokemon games, even though we're getting Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon at the end of this year. Fucking, I'm not happy about that.
I'm still gonna buy it.
Yeah, I thought compared to a lot of the previous Pokemon games, it's definitely the best one on 3DS for sure.
What,
I think
Ultra Sun and
overall.
Ultra Moon, or just Sun and Moon?
Just Sun and Moon.
You know that they're updating Pokemon Go? Like they're adding actual shit now.
Yeah,
I saw
they
that.
want. I imagine they want this summer to be like the big because like summer last year was like
Resurgence.
is where they made a big resurgence. They want people to like make this summer
I mean, it's not
Pokemon
gonna
Go too.
happen.
No, it won't. Like they had their 15 minutes of fame, and it's never gonna come
Yeah,
back.
and
Could
then
have
they
been
fucked up.
They could have done
15
things a
minutes
lot
and
better.
30 seconds if they were smart. It's still
They had
probably,
to have-
even if it was fucking perfect, it still wouldn't have lasted that long.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's not something
they
that-
could have kept it going. Like they could have added
For longer than a month. It would have lasted maybe 5 months would be my...
It might.
No, if they just kept
I think
adding
the longest it could have
Pokemon-
lasted is just the whole summer.
Well, they are adding Pokemon.
I know, but they added them too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too late.
But I don't think that's enough. You would have to add new game mechanics. People don't care about necessarily
Yeah, because
getting
the only
well,
mechanic
some
was
people
just
do.
walking around and tapping your goddamn phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like battles were dumb. It was just like speed tapping.
Gyms were stupid too because you had to just constantly go back to them if you really want to hold a gym.
Well, at
and,
least
like,
they in this latest thing I read the patch notes. They're like basically nerfing gyms a little bit, where you kind of your Pokemon that are stationed at a gym kind of decay over time if you don't tend to that gym. So like you would have to go there every day and like feed them candy or whatever, and then
Okay,
they'll
maybe
stay.
feed them
But if
other
you don't
Pokemon.
do that, then they lose motivation, they leave. Which is
Yeah, the
good
biggest
for
thing-
people that don't have OPS Pokemon that are trying to like start now. Like starting now must be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I can't imagine. That's one of those games where it doesn't scale at all.
No, it's basically the same thing as like For Honor has. Once you get left behind, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
You know, I would say, thinking back, the biggest thing that did not make me actively want to go back and play Pokemon Go all the time, two things. One, the area I live in isn't the best for playing the game.
Yeah.
And two, like if there was if there was traditional Pokemon battling with selecting moves and all that stuff and like real Pokemon battles, I would have actually really cared.
Oh yeah, it would have actually been interesting.
Yeah.
Because then it would give me way more motivation to actually want to go out and find new Pokemon so I can actually make a team like I do in the real Pokemon games, and then instead of just being limited to people that have the 3DS, I can play with anybody that plays the game.
But your
When-
teams are trash.
When that game was at its peak, I had a lot of fun there. Like there was a lot of just ridiculous like societal aspects that were just so fucking bizarre, and you'll never experience again. Like I was walking around Pelham with my friend, just going from gym to
frog.
stop. No, this is tall friend. Call him Giraffe. He's math.
You just have
He's
animal
like-
friends.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess.
What's Liam?
I think I'm the only one who calls him a giraffe, though. I don't know. What is Liam? What is
An
what's
alpaca?
your animal? An alpaca? I
An
don't see
alpaca,
that.
have you fucking seen me?
I think more
Sorry.
like a marmot.
Marmot? The D-Duck Marmot?
If only we knew what it
Dark
was.
marmot. All right. I'm gonna look up a picture of a marmot.
While Oryx looking up a picture of a marmot, I'm gonna let you guys know. I don't look like a marmot. That's just a fact.
Trey, please add a photo of Liam
Yeah,
to the
this is
link
what
down.
I thought of marmot. It's like a pika or whatever the fuck that thing is called.
You're just saying words at this point.
Marmots are like pikas. Okay, that's helping me.
It's a pika.
No, marmots are just like, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Tell me more.
exactly.
What animals are these?
Well,
I don't
anyways.
know anymore.
One of my experiences with Pokemon Go was we were like capturing a gym, and some like 38-year-old man drove by in a big ass truck, rolled down his window, and yelled at us not to take his gym. And that was just an odd experience.
Is that Ryan? Is his name Ryan? Is he bald?
Fuck if I know.
Does he have a good
I was gonna say some of my favorite memories of Pokemon Go is with our friend from me and Trey's old job working in a movie theater of a guy named Ryan who was very into Pokemon Go at its peak. And probably one of my favorite days playing Pokemon Go was when me, Trey, and two of our friends, one of them being Ryan, all got in his truck, went to a very populated area with a lot of Pokestops, and he had a circuit down, like where he would just drive his truck through the same area over and over, and just have his phone connected to a portable battery, and just straight up just while driving, just play Pokemon Go and just driving like 10 miles an hour to like this really this basically a shopping district. And then this day, we had 4 people in his truck. Just all of us just sitting there, just talking, drinking like water and soda, just hanging out. Just playing Pokemon Go in his truck.
Living the dream.
Well, I had another memory was I was walking on the boardwalk catching the goldfish things because I wanted the big
Goldfish.
Look, I don't.
Goldfish thing.
I cared about Pokemon when I was like 3.
Welcome to the
and
Pokemon
then last
podcast.
year.
You can't
for
even
about a
remember the
month.
most useless Pokemon? Damn.
I don't care.
That
It's
now
a
has
goldfish.
its own game.
It's a goldfish, so
It's
it's a
Magikarp,
goldfish.
my guy.
Yeah, a goldfish. That's what I
Magikarp.
said. Anyways, I was catching goldfish, and there's
Snack
this
that
one
smiles back.
park.
Goldfish.
There's this one park like
picking
right
them
off
up
the
the
Zone,
street.
streetwalk.
auto zone.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
There's this one park that has like 4 Pokestops like right next to each other, and people camp there like all day.
Nice.
They didn't go to the beach. They just went to this park and like set up shop for the entire fucking day. And it was the weirdest looking thing. Just seeing people from like all cultural backgrounds just sitting in a park, not really talking to each other though, just sitting and spinning.
I need my Pokemon.
Man, if only fidget spinners came out around in Pokemon Go then.
And they
Because then you'd be seeing
incorporated
people with
it
smartphones
into
in one hand and then fidget spinners in the
That
other.
would be fucking
God, that's
stupid.
the epitome of our generation.
Millennials.
Fidget spinners are the Pokemon Go of this year, though. Sadly.
Yeah, they are.
But it's way less cool.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Actually, I've been kind of spinning one during this Pokemon conversation though, so I'm no better.
Wow, you hypocrite.
You gotta take
I don't
that
know.
Hippocratic
Like,
oath.
like the best way I would describe a fidget spinner for like its practical use is like it's like a good little thing just to have on your desk and grab it whenever you're just not doing anything.
I also
I don't
drove
think it needs
into
to
a
be-
cemetery in the middle of the night with some friends to battle a gym. I don't know why a cemetery had a gym. It's kind of disrespectful, but it did.
And then a
so we
bunch of
went in.
zombies came out and started fighting you because you're
Yeah.
taking their gym over.
Ghost type Pokemon.
Taking their fucking gym.
Yeah. It was a ghost type Pokemon.
Yeah. Last time I was in a cemetery with someone my age, I got caught in a tree.
You got caught in a tree? Like someone found you in a tree? Or like you
No,
got stuck?
as in I was stuck in a tree.
Okay. Because like,
That's
hey,
impressive.
get out of that tree is not that interesting of a story.
Trey, you remember Leslie, right? Leslie.
Yeah.
So back when I was dating Leslie, I was at her house like hanging out one day.
Why'd you say
There's a-
full name?
Oh yeah. Well, just so it doesn't fucking matter. Go look her up. I dare you. She's weird.
Does she listen to the podcast?
Go
No.
look her up. She's weird.
She's attractive, but like
It's like
she's
after
weird.
a certain amount of time, we're just gonna release the names of the people that you've either dated or come close to dating, like the weird Christian girl.
Trenton, who do you think's
Hey,
more
look her
weird?
up. She's weird.
Leslie or Taylor?
Oh yeah. I'll just. I think.
I think
I don't
Taylor's
know.
more
Leslie
weird.
has better. Taylor's more weird, but Leslie has better boobs.
Oh yeah, no
I
doubt.
should probably cut that out of the podcast. If you're gonna say
I'll
her
cut out her
entire
last name.
Yeah, just last name.
Yeah, just last name. No, fine. I'll cut out her last name probably, but she won't. Honestly, if I told her, like, hey, I talked about you in the podcast, she probably wouldn't give a shit knowing her.
Yeah, but that's kind of mean and douchey.
No, it's not even a bad story. It's just like I will
Look,
like
Liam, you can't
when
talk,
me-
Well,
right?
you literally
fucking-
just said she has
Liam,
nice boobs.
You share your girlfriend.
She knows she
Liam.
has nice boobs.
Hey Trey, I'm about to walk out of this shit.
She talks about her boobs more than I do.
Yeah, but girls are allowed to. Boys are not.
Nah, she's
It's an
weird.
unspoken rule, my man.
If you knew her, you understand. Anyways, Leslie, when I and her were dating, she had like a graveyard near, like pretty close to where she lives. So she asked me if I wanted to go walk with her there. I'm like, I don't care, whatever. And she also was a girl that enjoyed climbing trees. So she asked me to climb a tree with her. So I did.
Girl after my own heart.
I love to climb trees.
She was nerdy too. I mean, and she's like blonde, so or could have smashed.
Okay, because I'm blonde, you think that's my
Yeah,
type?
you're blonde, you're big, you like pizza. She likes all those things, and she has breasts. So there you go.
Oh.
But anyways, we were both in a tree. We were trying to get out of the tree. A branch caught my pants and actually ripped through my pants, and I was hanging from the tree by my pants.
Should have just taken them off.
and she had to climb in the tree and get me down.
Oh, jeez.
What a
And
day.
then she promptly broke up with you.
No,
You're not man enough to
broke up-
handle a tree.
we broke up like a month or two after that for completely unrelated a reason. So
Quote
Let's talk about
unquote,
that.
completely unrelated.
It was a different tree. That's why it was unrelated.
But yeah,
It's a different
that's what I think
species.
about when I think of cemeteries. I think of me being caught
Didn't
in
she
a
end
tree
up,
with a
like,
girl I knew from high
liking
school.
Brent?
She always liked Brent.
Yeah, that was a whole fad.
Hey,
in
fuck
high
you,
school.
Brent.
Brent was
Yeah,
gay.
actually, you know what? We should talk about that for a second.
They're
So
good
there
dogs,
was a
Brent.
big ass fad in our high school, me and Trey, when we were there with a lot of the I would say artsier girls or more creative girls, where they all would develop really strong infatuations for openly gay guys.
That's
pretty
really
cool.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And pointless.
I like
Right.
openly
And-
gay guys too.
and it got to the point where like these girls would be getting upset about these guys, even though they're admittedly openly gay.
What a waste of your goddamn time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dumb.
And it was not just it wasn't just one
It's like,
girl.
why
It was
doesn't this
probably, like,
rock
5 or
love me
6.
back?
Are you saying gay guys are hard?
Yeah. I'm saying it's a
Fun facts
one-way
about gay
street.
men with Auric.
Yeah, I know all about that culture.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like that girl Leslie, eventually, she always was into one of my other friends who was an openly gay guy. Actually, you know what's sad? Like 3 out of most of these girls.
3 out of most
out
of
of-
these girls. Jesus, statistics
the-
with
what a
Trenton.
statistic.
Motherfucker.
Well, a
What's that
handful of these girls.
3 out of
Most of these
stuff.
girls that I'm thinking of, I either had relations with, like dating, or like was close to dating, that had crushes on gay guys. So I guess what does that say about me?
Well, I mean, we
I
all
think you're
know
gay,
you're
Trenton.
like the most
Yeah.
feminine out of us all, so.
Yeah, I mean it comes with the territory of being.
It has
Proud
been
of me.
confirmed on the Too Soon podcast. Trenton's gay.
Trent is gay. He will suck
How many
dick
dicks
for free.
will I suck for money?
I mean, if
For
the
free.
theory of sexuality being like a spectrum, which I believe in, I could see it. I buy it.
I'm like as high as you can go on the
You're-
spectrum before I suck a dick.
Well, okay, I wasn't gonna go that far, but sure.
Look, I'm
If
just
you
being
want to
honest.
meet up with Trenton and have him suck your dick, then tweet us at Too Soon Podcast.
Look, if you want me to suck your dick, you got to bend my spectrum over the limit, okay?
There you go.
No, you just gotta bend him over.
You heard it here first.
You got to manipulate my spectrum. That sounds weird.
Manipulate my spectrum. All right, now I want that to be the title instead of the fucking
New
clickbait.
title.
I want that to be a T-shirt.
Oh, please.
If you want us to make that into a T-shirt, tweet us at Too Soon Podcast.
That is the That is our only T-shirt thing that we could have done so far. That's our first T-shirt line.
Tweet
That's
it
a
at
really
us if you want.
that's a really good sentence.
It's really That's your first creative thing ever.
Manipulate my
Thank you. But yeah, so these girls though, like, oh yeah, God, man. The more I think about it, the more how shitty luck I had with this. So there was Leslie who liked Brent.
Luck,
There was
quote,
another girl
unquote.
named Jesselyn that liked Liam, and there was Julie
what?
that liked what was his name? Do you remember his name, Trey?
Trey.
Yeah.
What was the kid?
He was like Peacock.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Wait, his last name was Peacock?
Yeah. He was
No, we
gay.
can't talk.
Well, all right. How about we bleep his first name so
Yeah,
that
now
we
you
can
gotta
keep the
bleep his first
Peacock
name.
in?
Yeah. So you gotta keep the Peacock.
It's gonna be a lot of work for me.
It's a perfect last name for a gay guy, though.
Peacock, the gay guy.
Yeah, he was in.
Did he have beautiful feathers on his butt?
I don't know.
I hope he was like the like really flashy type, not like the I don't know. What
I
there's
don't know.
terms,
I-
right?
I guess for the
Twink,
sake of
not a bear.
our show making
Yeah,
sense, I'll
twink,
have
not
to
whatever.
just bleep his first name.
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's twinks, there's twonks, and then there's bears.
Wonk?
What?
But yeah, so 3 of these
Yeah,
girls
pretty
I
sure
either
somebody's
dated
a
or was
twonk.
close to dating and stuff, and all of them at
Uh-huh.
some point before or after dating me were really into the idea of getting with these gay guys, even though they know they were gay, and they would hate themselves because gay guys weren't into them and cause a whole bunch of drama about nobody likes me. I'm like,
Nobody
well,
loves me.
Yeah, but you're like trying to get with a gay guy, so what do you expect?
Your
Trent, how does that make
town
you
is
feel?
fucking stupid.
Oh, we know.
Trenton.
Huh?
How does that make you feel?
Well, to me it doesn't matter because at some point,
Well, how does it make
They
you
were with
feel
the straight
knowing
guy.
that a girl basically broke up with you because a gay
For a
guy?
gay guy.
no.
Someone was
Yeah, I'm
more
not saying-
gay than you.
Yeah.
Look, as far as I know, well, look, with one of those girls, as
She
far as I
needed to
know,
manipulate his spectrum.
yeah,
She didn't
Yeah, she didn't
successfully
manipulate
manipulate enough.
no, they couldn't manipulate it far enough. But no, as far as I know, one of those girls may or may not have, broke up with me, or we broke up because of that. But the other two it was kind of unrelated. They just at different points were into gay guys. So
So they were into gay guys, as in you.
Yeah, a little bit.
You
Remember,
should have just
spectrum.
come out. That way they'd love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would have fucked me.
They should be like, "Oh man, I'm gay now," and they'd be like,
Hello.
"Oh shit, I love you."
That cock.
But actually, one of these girls, though, just thinking about it, she actually ended up getting one of the gay guys to actually go through with it, and then he went through this whole like crisis situation because he ended up sleeping with a straight girl when he's gay, and he's like, I made a mistake. I remember so much of this.
That was a mistake.
And the reason why I know so much about this is because a lot of these gay guys and a lot of these weird artsy girls were all in like the same kind of groups and clubs in high school, like band, musical theater, drama, things like that, and I was involved in a lot of that stuff. So
So what you're telling me is that the gay guys were in love with you?
Yes.
some of them,
Wasn't your like best friend gay?
yeah, and he was pretty into me for a few different points.
Pretty sure one of my best
Tell
friends
them
are
about
gay.
the one story, Chitin.
Yeah, I might as well at this point.
Oh.
So like one of my closest friends in high school, the guy Brent we mentioned, like I mentioned, he was into me, but this was like only like when we first started like becoming friends, because like to some guys and to some people in general, I come off as gay.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
thanks
I
for it.
think my mom thought you were gay when she first talked to you.
I'll smash.
Okay.
I don't think that's how
I don't know.
it works.
I don't know who.
Just go on with the story.
I'll smash. But yeah, so pretty much whenever me and my good friend from high school, Brent, were just starting to hang out, he thought there was a chance that me and him were going to get together because he assumed I was gay before he actually got to know me well.
I'm still
And I
pretty
remember
sure you're gay.
You know. Liam, how many ladies have you been with? Yeah.
Why was he quiet?
Come on, Liam. It's a bro podcast. It's
plead
not like
the
your
fifth.
girlfriend listens to the show or anything.
Yeah, no, it's not like my girlfriend's our only fan.
Speaking of your girlfriend, does she have a Discord account all of a sudden? Because I see.
I know, I saw that the other day. I don't know if she downloaded it or something,
She's eavesdropping.
or
Trenton
somebody
finished.
joined and just put Jessica as the name.
As a nickname.
Trenton finish.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. I
No.
didn't finish.
No.
Now we're getting into different territory here.
Okay, so pretty much one point because me and this kid we met because we both were in band. So one day
Both were
for
in
band
bed?
practice in the summer, band. So, rare. But yeah, so he picked me up to take me to band practice because this was before I drove my car to school, and it was raining in the car. It was getting really steamy. it was raining. It was raining outside the car, so we didn't want to go in the building to start, to go inside because we wanted to see if the rain was going to go down. So we're just talking, hanging out, talking about like Pokemon and shit. You know, he was a real nerdy guy. We were into most of the same stuff. And then at some point in this conversation, and this is like really early in our friendship, he just kind of grabbed the back of my head and thrust in my face towards his crotch.
All right.
Towards his crotch?
Towards his crotch.
That is,
What?
He wanted to suck.
He wanted to. Yeah. So
He
in
didn't pay you
retrospect,
nearly enough.
right. So what I didn't realize is that what I thought was going on is that he was just being like stupid, like because I knew he was either like bi or gay at this time, but I didn't realize he thought I was. So I thought he was just joking around me, just being playful and stupid. So I just brushed him. I was like,
Yeah,
"Nah,
you
quit being
just sucked
stupid."
it, right?
So this gay guy wanted
Yeah.
you to be his bitch.
Kind of, yeah. But I played it off
What
as
does that say
him not being serious. So I just kind of ignored it, went on. And then a few months later, someone told me how into me he really was, and then I kind of had a flashback to that car scene. It's like, oh,
Wait a second.
he gay from me.
Tell him about the time you spent the night.
Oh yeah, and this was like a year or two us being friends. I don't know why this happened, but kind of grabbed my butt one night when I was sleeping because he thought I was asleep. And it was so awkward because he never had done anything like that, but like, you know, since like we first started hanging out. And I remember going to school the next day because like I just
Wait,
didn't
why the
I
fuck
stayed at
did
his
you
house
have
because we were
sleepovers in high school?
Well, I just would stay at his house, like just, you know, either in a different room or whatever, just because we were hanging out. We'd go do
Have
shit.
you never spent the night at somebody's house?
Not after like middle school.
Why?
There's no point. You saw them every fucking day, and you just hang out until late, and then they go home.
Well, then maybe you want to hang out with him still.
Yeah, or you got shit to do the next day, like go
Yeah.
somewhere. Like me and him used to go places a lot.
It's
we
also
don't-
very
I don't-
helpful if you're getting wasted.
Yeah.
Well, Liam,
Mhm.
fellow New Yorker, did you have sleepovers in high school?
Yes.
Really? All right. Well,
Yeah.
This is
like-
a common thing.
It's like 4 a.m. and I don't want to go home, and I just go to sleep.
See,
I
the
crash
thing
on
is
my
though, or
friend's
people don't call
couch.
it. Yeah, people don't call it sleepovers. Just you stayed at your friend's
Yeah,
place
just
for the
stay at
night.
your place.
No, sleepover is like, oh, you're trying to organize everything and sleep in the same space and like organize stuff. It's just, hey,
We're
bro, I'm
gonna
gonna just
sleeping
crash here
bag?
tonight. No, it's just like you either sleep in a spare bed or their couch or something.
Yeah. Or
Like I've had a
did you have
friend
a real-
stay over because like he doesn't live in Pelham anymore, but it's not like more than one person. It's always like accommodations.
oh yeah, no,
It's not like an
usually
event.
more
No,
than one
I'm
person.
talking about me and my friend. We were good friends. It would just be me staying at his house sometimes.
So if
'cause
you
he
slept in
just
different
more convenient.
rooms, he left his room to go into your room to touch your butt.
No,
Well-
they slept
well,
in the same bed.
Well, okay, that's a sleepover.
Well, sometimes I slept in the same bed. Sometimes I slept on the floor. Just kind of depended on what happened.
Wait, you would sleep in the same bed?
Yeah, or like I sleep on
See,
like one side.
I
like,
knew
like
this
one
was going
end
to
of
get
it
into
or one
weird
side.
territory. Like, no, this isn't common. This isn't a normal.
Yeah,
you don't.
sleeping in the same bed is
Well, that's not common, but sleeping at somebody's
well-
house. That's,
Well,
Yeah,
he was
sleeping at
describing it
someone's
like a
house is
12-year-old sleepover party. So I,
No, all I said is I stayed the night at his house. I didn't describe
that's
anything.
not a sleepover.
The only thing I said is just that I stayed the night at his house, like we would do sometimes. That is common.
Yeah, that's not that's
Yeah.
not weird. That's normal.
well, the bed thing's weird.
Right. Well, sometimes what would happen is just if I didn't feel like sleeping on his hard ass floor, we would
Sleep
flip
on
like
his hard
like
ass
I would.
dick.
Hell yeah. But no, like I would be at one end of the bed, he'd be at the other, so like we're not even facing the same way.
Oh, that
Sleep
makes it better.
69.
Yeah.
We're not even facing. It's not sex. We're not facing the same way.
You gargle his dick while he
We're
gargles your
96ing.
dick.
96ing.
Yeah, it's when you're 69, except backwards.
Fun fact: most people in this podcast were born in '96.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
3 out
But
of
yeah.
most.
Yeah.
But at one point during all of our hanging out and whatnot, I woke up or I was like half asleep, woke up to him groping my butt, and I just didn't say anything because it was just too awkward to even make it a deal. He stopped, and I just went to school the next day. I told one friend, like, yeah, my butt was groped by him. He's like, yeah, don't let that happen to you again. Just tell him if that happens.
yeah,
All right.
you shouldn't do that.
Why the
Yeah,
fuck didn't you say anything?
Because it happened like before I
Happened
even
so
like
fast.
yeah, it did.
This
It
is such
just,
like a fucking like what's it called when like a growing up story, but the kid's like doesn't know he's gay yet, and that's you, and then he finds out later on. Romantic.
but
I don't know.
What is the fucking term for that? I'm
But
not
anyways,
right.
I just ignored it because
Coming of
it
age.
wasn't very
Coming of
long.
age,
I
there you
woke
go.
up, just ignored it. It never happened again. And yeah, that was just some of my gay experiences.
My gay friend has never once touched my butt.
Neither was mine.
Yeah, I once was the
Actually-
same way as you.
Wait, actually,
Yeah.
okay, what?
But see, me and my friends have
Do
a
tell,
very,
Liam.
we have a very open relationship. We don't give a shit. So we have smacked each other's asses on multiple
Well,
occasions.
okay.
Ah, it's
But that-
normal.
But it's not
That's-
like
yeah, that's fine.
It's
Yeah,
not like
that's what I was
I'm touching
generally
your butt
used to
for-
as
One
well.
of my
just like,
favorite
just,
pictures ever of my friend group is we're all in a movie theater that my friend has access to. I won't say what, and we some of us are just sitting in chairs looking cool. I'm one of them, and then the rest of us are on the floor,
are just jerking each other off.
almost like kind of like basically like fake 69ing each other. And that,
Yeah.
and then that's just like
And
the best.
so
fucking
so
picture ever.
taking photos of you fake 69 each other is less gay than some stuff I've said.
then someone touching your
Yeah.
ass and you're not saying anything about it.
yeah,
Okay.
being
Just
just
in
talking
retrospect-
about it.
You've done some
Look,
gay
in
shit.
retrospect, I probably should have told him like, yo, bro, lay off the ass. All right, you gotta pay me more than that.
Don't
No,
touch
you
my
should have
butt.
just said, "I'm not gay.
just yell
Stop.
at the middle of the night.
Hey,
I'm not
I
gay.
may be sharing a bed with you, and it's way beyond puberty, but I'm not gay."
Oh damn. I don't know, Trent.
Yeah.
You've
You
done
have to
some
do it.
pretty gay shit.
Like what?
Didn't
You
you
put
kiss
your
a guy?
dick out on my fucking.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What is
That's
this
not the gayest
podcast?
thing.
I just.
It started with a
I'm like,
frog.
fuck.
Last
Counter,
episode
just-
was a closet. This door has now opened.
They just fucking pulled his dick out on my counter. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, what? Why on the counter? That's
I don't
so
know.
unsanitary.
I don't know.
But didn't you kiss a guy?
I've kissed a few guys.
Yeah, see,
few?
like,
Like on the lips.
But yeah. But as far as dicks encounters go, yeah, I was fucking with him. He turned around, I whipped my dick out, put it on his counter. He looked back, I put it away.
Why?
I don't know. I was bored.
That's not a good reason.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
I mean, I've seen one of my friend's balls one time when he was drunk. He asked me if I wanted to see his
One
brain,
ball.
and I turned and I just see his balls.
I've seen my Donovan. I've seen his dick like twice.
Hey, you guys are just fucking dropping names
One,
nonstop.
it's not last name, and he doesn't give a shit. It was one time on his phone when he let me borrow it, and I was listening to music,
He had a dick pic?
and he had like a little app where it's like a slideshow of pictures. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I pressed it, and the first thing I see is a dick pic. I'm like, oh shit.
God damn.
And the other time was where he was drunk, and then I forgot what happened, but people kept egging him on. He's like, all right, fine, and he just pulled his pants down and saw his dick. I was like, oh, I should probably leave.
That's a dick.
Yeah, I've never seen any of
So
my
I
friends.
walked
yeah,
out.
I don't think I've ever seen any of my friends' dicks. The only like the dick story that was most recent was my little cousin.
You saw his
So
dick?
your little cousin's
Yeah,
dick?
Yeah, he was peeing, remember?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
thing.
yeah, okay.
Forgot about that.
But about the kissing dudes, though, because you asked. So,
Okay.
Bringing it back.
Coming out the closet.
All right, so the few different times I've kissed dudes, right? One time, like the first time it ever happened was at a party for like spin the bottle bullshit. This is like early high school parties. But the only reason why I was participating in this is because there was also girls in the same circle. So it's I kissed way more girls in that game than I did
There
guys.
was girl in that circle.
Yeah. It was a girl.
One
No,
out
there
of
were more girls in
many.
It was a girl.
there. But yeah, so in that whole circle, I kissed one dude. But also in the circle, I kissed like 5 or 6 girls.
Yeah, it's still
So I
pretty
feel
gay.
like it's a little gay. And
Look,
then
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being gay. I'm just going to let that out there.
Yeah.
It's just gay.
Well, I mean,
Oh, no,
the
I've
fact
done
that
some
we're New
gay
Yorkers
stuff,
should kind of
but-
state our opinions of the whole thing.
but
Do
there's
what you
a
want.
spectrum.
Yeah, I believe
You
in
know,
the
look-
spectrum.
Yeah.
I'd say
See-
I'm
see-
like 90% straight.
I don't believe that.
Well, what?
Yeah,
Or
Orcs are
where would
solid
you put yourself
99.
on the spectrum?
I don't
Me
fucking
or
know.
Trey?
All of you.
I would say at
Uh,
least 98.
Well, so
Okay.
at
Yeah,
what
I
point
could
in the
see that for
spectrum?
you.
So I would probably give myself like a solid like 75 to 80.
Yeah, I'd put you on 75.
I'm going to rather committed.
Yeah,
But
I
you
would
see,
say
but at the same
75.
time though, I don't think 75 though is low enough to where I would actually ever be intimate with a guy though. Because
I was
I'm
having
really,
a discussion about this with my friend. Where on the spectrum
do you start
would
sucking dick?
like where was
69.
bi? Where is it like within 45 and like and
I'd say
55?
like under 50 is.
No, I feel like
that's
if you're at 50, that's bi. But
I would
so
say-
like the
I'm
region
saying
mid
under 50
60s
is
to
gay.
50s.
Yeah.
under, I would say 45 to 55 is bi. So anything under 45 is definitely gay. Anything above 55 is definitely straight.
I'm just going to reiterate, we don't have any problems with gay people. Like,
No, I mean,
We don't give a shit. Just do what you want and be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, like I just said,
We're
my best friend, like one of my best friends in
semi-tolerant
school was gay.
Just
so
don't touch
I
my
know
Semi-tolerant.
about
We're
Semi.
more tolerant of. I'm
But,
not gonna say that 'cause
yeah,
we cut
just
it out of last
what-
episode.
But yeah, when it comes to me though, I guess it's just I know what I like. You know, like I'm into chicks. I've only had sex with chicks.
Chicks with
So
dicks.
for me, sometimes, look, if I don't find out till it happens, then hey, whatever, you know, life. But no, so
I
but
already know what
seriously
my
though, like
song of the week is gonna be.
I've only been with chicks. I only really would seriously consider dating a chick. But you know, when it comes to like just doing whatever, just goofing off, you know, playing around, making a fool of myself, doing dumb shit that people think is gay, it doesn't really matter to me because I know what I like, what I'm into. That's the real reason why I'm so like passe about like, yeah, kiss a dude at a party, fuck
gay.
it.
You're like too comfortable with your sexuality.
That's kind of what I've gotten before.
Yeah, that
so,
kind
but-
of, it scares me. It doesn't bother me, but it scares me. It's just like, how are you this comfortable
Right.
with your sexuality?
right, because I
It makes
even
me
have,
feel intolerant, and I'm tolerant.
Yeah, like
Like-
I'm pretty tolerant, I would say, which makes
I'm
me
not
sound
gonna kiss
a lot
a dude,
less
but I'm
tolerant than I actually
tolerant.
am.
Nah, I just don't give a fuck.
Right, like I'll like and just so you know, in the experiences like I've like fucked around like and I've kissed a dude, I've done dumb gay shit like that, or like smacked a guy's butt. Like none of it's been like, oh man, I'm really into that, or I would do that again for like the pleasure of it or whatever.
Let me smack
it's
it
never
again.
Happened.
Please.
But it's at a point it's just I don't care because it's just something stupid to do. Like I even have gay friends now that really think like they constantly tell me like, Trenton, I don't see why you don't try it, because you know if you're so open to it, why don't you try it? Like, well, because I know what I don't like, and I don't really like the idea of doing that seriously because I'm not into it.
He's had a chance to get his dick sucked by a guy
multiple times.
Yeah.
All right, I need some stories now.
All right, so I have some gay friends that live in a big city that's nearby where me and Trey live, Jacksonville, Florida. It's technically
That's where the
as far
Jaguars
as
are from.
yeah, the worst team ever. But
Not that bad.
but like as far as like actual like how would I describe it, like actual distance, actual size, it's the biggest city in the U.S. Not population, but actual physical size. Yeah. So there's a lot of shit to do in Jax, and I drive up there every couple weeks or so, go hang out with them, and sometimes I go up there, they take me clubbing, but these are a group of gay guys, so they take me to gay clubs. Which me being
That's
open,
hot.
you know, being comfortable and all that, and being open, and like, you know, I really don't care. Just I go there, have drinks, meet people, and a lot of times, of course, being a guy in a gay club, a lot of gay guys will think you're gay and hit on you and stuff. And you know, it's always a whole conversation of like, no, you're not straight.
Shouldn't you like? Isn't that mean? Like, shouldn't you not be there?
I kind of told them that too. Like, yeah, you know, I kind of feel bad for some of these guys that actually legit try to, you know, hit on me or whatever. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, just, you know, there's a bunch of straight girls here with their gay friends, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's exactly the same thing. But it was whatever. It's just to me, it's just hanging out with my friends, having drinks. Because like when I go with my friends to the club and stuff, whether it's a gay club or straight club, I'm not, you know, they're not going to go hook up with someone and fuck. You're going there just to hang out, have drinks, meet people, stuff like that. You know, not the stereotypical like take someone home.
See, again,
They ain't trying to
I'm
bang.
tolerant. Wouldn't go to a gay club.
Oh no, and look, and
I mean,
like
I
I said,
wouldn't go to a club
I'm
in general.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
probably around 75 on
people.
the spectrum, right? But even me, as weird as I am, there are some things about gay clubs that make me uncomfortable as a straight guy.
All right, let's
like-
hear that. What are your limits aside from like
All right.
fucking, like straight up butt sex?
But
Tongue stuff. Tongue stuff is just weird. Guys are gross, dude.
that is fine.
Like, look, like hugging
Straight
a
up with
guy,
that tongue stuff.
Tongue stuff, man.
high fiving a dude, hugging a dude, all that. Just giving a bro smack in the butt, whatever.
I like
But,
the
like-
comparison: high fiving and hugging.
Tongue stuff.
Also,
Essentially
like,
the same thing.
look, guys have tried cuddling me. I have cuddled dudes. It just feels like really weird. Like when you're cuddling a chick, they got curves and stuff. You know, they got the boobs, the butts. You get to grab stuff, play with stuff. They, you know, they're different than guys, so it has a whole different dynamic
They're
to it.
different than
When a guy tries to
guys.
cuddle you, it just feels like awkward bed hugging. Is what I would describe it as. It's just like one night after I was with these group of gay guys, a new friend of theirs. Well, it wasn't new to them, new to me.
You're
a new
just
friend.
like the biggest tease. That's what you are.
Oh my God,
You're the
I've
biggest
gotten
gay
that.
person tease.
I like how my straight friends have now caught on to this because my gay friends have been complaining to me this for like years. So one time after I went to the club with these guys, one guy was kind of into me because, you know, I'm just, as far as gay guy goes, I'm not saying in general, you know, a lot of gay guys, you know, find me just generally attractive. And this guy was trying to get with me. I was trying to explain to him, like, look, man, I'm cool with gay people and all that. I hang out with you guys, but I'm not really into dudes. And then he asked me, like, could I cuddle him? Like, well, whatever. And he just gave me like a really awkward, like, bed cuddle where he just laying on top of me and like, so like, you ever like hug like a relative of yours, guys, and you just like, you know, pat their back and it's just like a straight up, just like 2-second kind of like, you know, like pat their back, rub it real quick, and just go.
Yeah.
Right, you barely do
Hug my
that. So
family.
imagine having another dude lay on top of you, and like you're just awkward, just trying to like watch your friends play Injustice.
Why would you
See,
let
I
him
don't,
lay on
I don't
top
need
of
to
you?
imagine it because it's never gonna happen. So like, I don't care.
Well, for
matter.
me,
Wouldn't agree to that.
it was so irrelevant to me because regardless if he's, you know, cuddling me or whatever, I know I'm not gonna get this dude. So it's just like yeah, have fun.
I don't
And then
want
after,
the
like,
dude
a few-
that's hugging me to also have a hard on. Like,
Well, luckily that didn't happen.
Oh no! Wait till I come to New York.
yeah, but your hard on's gonna be
But,
due to the pizza. It's not gonna be due to anything else.
This week on the podcast.
So if the
crew
hard on
gets
suits to the
gay.
pizza, do you like suck him off because you know you love pizza?
No,
Okay.
If I put a pizza,
remember 90%. That's where I'm putting
If
myself.
I put a pizza on my penis,
Yeah.
yeah. Suck it.
let's say you haven't eaten for months and you couldn't find any pizza or anything to eat, and I just put a pizza on my dick. Would you eat it off it?
I would maybe take it off and then eat it, and that's a maybe.
No.
I don't know how
hands.
hungry I am. I got some weight I could lose. I could wait a few weeks, maybe. Just give me some milk. I'll hold myself over.
Give me some.
Some man milk.
No, milk. Just cows. Dairy.
So actually, so back to what you asked me to
Man
work
milk.
about, like what really it pushes me, like
Dick
to like
pizza
to like
and men milk.
dick pizza. And, so
Another
that's
possible
70.
title.
So that's 75%, right? So where do I push it the limit? So obviously, like I just said, like super intimate stuff with guys, like it's just I'm not into that. But the thing that made me probably the most uncomfortable when I went to like gay clubs, and I still don't like it to this day, and my gay friends are still kind of upset with me that I don't like it, is that whenever gay clubs, because it's a very common thing in gay clubs, drag shows.
Oh yeah,
Is
people like
Manhattanville has that, and I don't get it.
Right. I mean, like, I get it. Like, it's like a fun way for like guys that are super, feminine on the spectrum.
Well,
to express
what I don't
themselves.
get is just like default straight guy going to one of those. That's what I don't get. Because you're not default
going?
straight guy if you go to one of those. Like you're pretending to be default straight guy if you go to one of those. You got something else going on.
Most of the time for drag shows, it is either people in the and the people in the LGBT community, and most drag queens are gay guys.
Right.
They're not guys that want to be girls. They're just normal gay guys that are into dudes. They just have fun expressing themselves like that.
Yeah, I'm
for
just
the show.
saying, like, I would never go to one of those shows because I would do nothing for me in any way aside from annoy me.
Well, for most, like, because here's the thing, drag shows really aren't like stripping shows. Like, it's not the same thing as going to a strip club. It's like it's more like a pseudo performance.
Yeah, I still don't want to go.
Right, and here's my thing. Like when I went to a club that had a drag night, because they have a drag night once in a week, and I was watching, I was like, man, this is like as a straight guy that's just like more open than most straight guys. Like this puts me in a really weird spot because like these are gay guys dressing up as like hot women.
Yeah.
Some of them failing, some of them kind of getting really close.
Some of them kind of getting close.
Like,
it's like there's a dick somewhere hidden in there.
Yeah, and it's just
dick in those pants.
And like, and I remember several different girls that I met at these clubs that were both straight and gay coming over to me because they're curious, like how's a straight guy feel about this? Like, yeah, can you tell that's a guy? I'm like, well, I know it's a guy because it's a fucking drag show, but but they would ask me like, so what do you think? I'm like, yeah, and they straight up go over and ask me like, what do you think? Like, yeah, like pretty hot for a dude. Yeah. But like, it's just so uncomfortable just being in that situation as a straight guy in a gay club, having to like try to enjoy this.
I remember when our school, I guess it might have been freshman year, when we were first exposed to the drag show that they put on every year. And one of our friends who is no longer at the school, I won't say last name, but Matt, not tall Matt, different Matt, he was like, I don't know if he was forced to, but he was like the only guy in our group that lived on campus. So like he ended up going to that and Snapchatting the whole thing, and he just looked fucking miserable. Did you see that Snapchat story, Liam?
No.
It was so uncomfortable. And he came to me after the fact, like that was like the worst day of my life. It's like I hated
funny.
every moment of that. But he was with all of his like really happy to support gay people girlfriend kind of thing. Or gal.
But yeah, but for me though, like I saw it and like it was like, oh, I'm so sad and miserable, I don't want to be here. It's just like, this is not for me. And then when my gay friends post that club that night, asked me like, so what you think of the drag? She's like, I probably wouldn't want to go see one again. I'm like, really? Why? Like, isn't it fun? I'm like, I mean, I see why it's fun, but like, it's just really awkward for a straight guy. Yeah, a lot of mixed feelings in places I don't want. A lot of really hot dudes that are girls that are It's like, look, this whole like last segment of the podcast shows you anything. Is like, I'm an open guy. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm about what I'm about. I get with chicks. I date chicks. I have sex with chicks. I'm cool with gay people. I hang out with gay people, but I'm not gay.
Guys,
but at the same
I just got the
time,
greatest text message of my life.
What's that?
So I got a receipt from
Jess
chiropractic offices in San
you
Francisco.
go to a chiropractor? Fucking lucky.
No, it's in San Francisco.
So
there you go again, not listening.
I got some random guy's receipt from a chiropractic office. He spent $20, and it's in San Francisco. But he used my cell phone number.
$20 for a chiropractic appointment? That's nothing.
No, I don't know what he's doing.
What did he get done? Like a toe crack and that's it? Toe crack, turn you around, get the fuck out.
Well, fun fact, guys. You guys may have got some receipts about chiropractors. I just got some mail from student loan information, but I've never been to college. So I don't know what this is.
You're getting wrecked, man. Someone's got your social.
I need to go to
So-
a chiropractor.
So
My mom
Yeah,
is a
I wanna-
chiropractor, so I get all that shit for free.
Fuck you,
yeah, I
man.
would love to go to it. I would love to go to a chiropractor / massage therapist office place. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I could really use that. So I think that has been an overall really interesting podcast.
Yeah, and I have the
been a pretty
perfect
good one.
song to
I forgot
encompass
about
the feelings of half of today's episode.
Frogs.
Lola.
I'm gay.
By I believe it's
Gay
by
frogs.
the
Wait,
Kinks.
that's the title. Gay frogs.
Gay frogs.
Nah, it's,
Yeah, all right. Lola
gotta
by
be
the Kinks is
the
my
crew
song.
gets gay.
The crew gets gay.
That's a description.
But are
We're
you
going to
guys
work. What's your
familiar
song?
with Lola by the Kinks?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
It's a song basically about this guy who goes to a club / bar. I don't know. It's unclear. And starts like he finds a girl and starts like getting all close with her. And then basically, long story short, a lot of like masculine features. And then at the end, oh, they're in bed. He's got a dick.
Yeah, she's a dude.
But he's kind of okay with it, but kind of confused. And that's
Yeah,
I would
that's
consider
also,
you the guy singing Lola. That's you.
Yeah, I'm also the look. I'm not that guy. Like if that happened to that point, like, look, you were pretty hot until this point, and like you can hang out if you want. Like we'll watch some Netflix or something, but like put your pants back on.
Chill. I just,
That'd be my reaction.
about that.
Okay, wait. So here's a serious one last question about the topic because I just thought about it because I feel like it's a good counter. So how would you guys feel about a trans girl, like a guy, like a chick that was a guy that had full
wondered about
surgery,
that. I don't know.
like
I
that
honestly
you
don't
wouldn't
know.
even tell until she was naked, and then she has a functioning vagina. It's just an ugly vagina because obviously post trans vaginas aren't the cutest. No offense, trans ladies.
I wouldn't smash.
Yeah, I have
but
no
wouldn't be,
idea
like,
what they look like.
uncool with them. You know what I mean? I just
Well,
be
like-
But,
like,
like, you
look,
didn't-
this kind of just means we can't fuck. But I mean, we can chill.
So they have a fully functioning vagina. And you don't even tell until you finally get to the last point where you're about to stick it in. You're like, huh, that's a little bit of weird. You would stop.
I'd be like, hey, is your shit all right?
You feeling okay?
You got a few stitches and shit.
You
I
getting
don't
an
know,
accident?
A little weird.
I honestly have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if it did get to the point
have
where
to
like
be in
we
the
did
moment.
end up smashing and I didn't find out after, I would be like a little bit upset. But there's not much I can do about it.
See, what I remember is I think it was a few years ago. There was like some beauty pageant where the winner turned out after the fact. They found out that like when she was 8, she went through the transition surgery, but she was like
At 8? I don't think it's legal.
I don't know. It's young, like young enough where I don't
No,
know.
you
I
can
have no
do
idea
it.
what it is.
Young.
I'm pretty sure you could do it young. But
I
it
think it
was
could be,
like
like, at least,
so
like, 15 or
long
16,
ago
yeah.
that it was like the earlier you do it, the better it is for you. Like you'll look
Sure,
more
hormones
like
don't get fucked up.
yeah. So she just looked like a very good-looking woman, and she won a beauty pageant. But then they wanted to. I think they actually did take away her tiara.
Just
crown?
somebody in the
I don't know
audience.
what the fuck you
She
got.
had a dick.
She
No, I
got
don't.
a
It was like
dick.
after the fact. It was like a month after the fact or something like that. They took away her title, and everyone
That's
was
fucking
like,
stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Probably
first of all,
some salty.
that whole industry is fucking stupid and disgusting. So to not allow someone to win because they used to be something else, like who
He
gives
used
a
to have
shit?
dick.
This is all fake, anyways. You thought she was hot. You
Fake
fucking,
news.
You
Fake
fucking
news.
perverted
Fake news.
weirdos.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake Fox News. News
Alright, we
about
need to end up
foxes
wrapping
that
this up.
isn't real.
All right.
But yeah, let's go ahead and do our music recommendations
music.
for the week. Yeah.
I'm gonna suggest "Holy Diver" by Dio, the man, the myth, the legend.
The villain from JoJo.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're referencing.
Well, JoJo
Both.
is an anime, and a lot of their characters are based on rock
Music.
stuff, music.
A lot of their characters.
Yeah.
None of the JoJos though.
I don't know why.
Their stands are like a crazy diamond.
Yeah. It's a
Next
good show.
song,
I gotta
please.
keep watching that. I kind of stopped for a while.
It's pretty good.
It's an interesting show.
I've read up to part 5, I think.
I don't read.
Alright, so my recommendation is So Far to Go by Jay Dilla.
And Trenton.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I'm just trying to decide what track because I usually think of music more in albums than tracks. But I'm gonna go with a track. It's called "All of Me Wants All of You" from the album Carrie and
Sounds pretty good.
Lowell by Sufjan Stevens. It's a little gay.
How gay?
I'm gay.
Can I put my dick
It's
in
like-
it gay? Or...
Like if we're doing the spectrum, it's probably like, well, like out of 10, like 0 is straight, 10 is gay. It's probably like a 4.
I see.
All right. Songs are already added. You guys don't need to write it down in the thing.
Oh, you did already?
Yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah!
wow. Or
All
on
right,
top of
well,
shit.
let's kick. Well, we're doing an extra long episode after doing a short episode last week. So, Liam, let's kick it to the social media so we can end this before we make someone like
All right.
turn or something.
All
I
right,
don't know.
friends. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Both of them are Too Soon Podcast. No spaces, none of that shit. Like us on Facebook if you want to do that. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Libsyn, TuneIn, all your favorite things for listening to podcasts. And you want to email us, just send it to thetooSoonCrew@gmail.com. I'm always looking at shit. And please follow us on Twitter. I want to talk to people. Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys, and just to
Got some shit in my
recap again about the issues we had last week. Yeah, sorry about that. In the future, if we miss Saturday or there's some kind of scheduling issue, just expect it Sunday. It shouldn't happen again for quite some time, but we should really in the future, as far as like the show goes, we're not gonna try to make it late very often. But if it does, just for the sake of things not fucking up super bad like they did this time, we're gonna make sure it just comes out like at a decent time the following day. So just keep that in mind. And like Liam said, if you want the updates, just do the social medias and you'll be all right.
Yeah, Twitter is most used, so.
Please follow.
Yeah, and actually, as a matter of
Look
fact,
us
Liam,
up.
just on a side note, while I have you here live, post live, whatever, people have been seeing the Facebook page. Like, I've been seeing, like, more interaction. You need to make sure you post there, too. People are looking.
All right, fam.
People are
right.
looking.
And with that, this has been the Too Soon Podcast, episode 11. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next week
I love
on
you.
Saturday.
I love you.
Dude.
Don't forget me. Milo, no. He's growling at him.